Hello, beautiful souls. How are you today? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Christine and this is the Blindpomegranatetarot. I'm so glad you chose to join us. And if you're not new here, hi guys, how you been? Welcome back. I love seeing you guys every single week. So what are we doing for our Pick a Teacup today? Well, we're doing a follow-up to our Tuesday spiritual brew, in which I asked my Facebook group, what would you guys like to talk about? And they decided they want to talk about crystals and herbs. So I thought, well, that's cool. I enjoy that very much. And so it was fun because I got a chance to share all the herbs that I keep in my little stash, my little treasure box. And I really enjoyed that one a lot. So this is a follow-up to that. So what did I do? Well, I decided that I would meditate. I always do a download meditation. And during my meditation, I decided I would ask for the ancestors, but more specifically, I said, I'm going to ask for our witchy ancestors. Those women who came before us who have this nailed, right? They know all about herbs and how to work them and how to use them in spell casting and satchels and everything else. So what I did was I asked to meet them in the Summerland. And to my surprise, I'm like tingling all over right now, 4 ladies came and met me there, right on the cusp. And I was like, this is amazing. And I asked for their help and I said, can you tell us what it is that the people watching this video should be focusing on? Either to help to grow their practice, to bring in something, to manifest something, to help them with something. So that's what we asked for, and that's what we got. So I have already shuffled out the cards. On Sunday, I will upload just a little ASMR video, music over top of me shuffling out the cards for each one of these piles, if you'd like to see that. So what they told me to do was just as you see it here, okay? Teacup number 1 is green for earth, okay? And that has devil's shoestring in it. Teacup number 2 is yellow for air, and that one has, this one is dandelion, excuse me, this one is dandelion. Inside, I've written down some uses for each one of the spices. Teacup number 3 is fire, okay? And in fire is orris root powder. And teacup number 4 is water, chamomile, and it's blue. So we have earth, air, fire, and water. And this is how they told me to set this up. So that's what I did. I always listen when I get a download meditation. I find it works out much better that way. I always trust everything that I hear in my meditations. So, and this was just so unique and I loved it so much. I can't explain to you. It was one of the best meditations I've ever had. It was beautiful. So I know that they've given us some beautiful information for you guys. So I'm really looking forward to starting this one. So in a way to help you to figure out which one of these teacups is right for you, what we're going to do is we're going to do a brief little meditation. I do this every single week for those of you who are new. What I ask you to do is put your feet flat on the floor, put your hands in your lap with your palms up, and what this is going to do is root you to the earth and open you to the universe. We're going to take a deep breath in for 5, hold it at the top for 2, and breathe it quickly out our mouths for 3. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring in the new and push out the old, okay? So you can sit back into your intuition and really pick the right one for you. Now, you can do it a couple of other ways. You can run the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and see if any of those stand out to you. Perhaps you associate to one of these elements, right? Earth, air, fire, or water means something to you. Maybe you're an air sign, or you're an earth sign, or a fire, or a water sign. Maybe you like the colors. If you look down in the description box below, we'll have the timestamps. Maybe one of those numbers resonates for you. Maybe you can see auras and you see an aura on one of these, or you can see them vibrate or move, or even like they're breathing. You can try that too. Or lastly, if you're synced in, and you're sitting back after your meditation and you're synced in to this reading as I am, you can close your eyes, sit back into your intuition, and ask me to come through and tell you which one of these is right for you. The first time that happened to me, I was like, wow, that's really cool. So give that a try, and I'd love to know if that works for you. So let's do that meditation, and we'll begin now. Okay. That was very simple, very easy, but trust me, it helps a lot. So you can do that as many times as you need to. You can sit with this, pause the video, and really sit back and listen to what your intuition is telling you. You'll never go wrong that way. Okay? So I'm really looking forward to this one. We're going to do a little divination as well with the herb book from the herb deck that I've pulled for each one of these piles. And so that should be some additional really cool information as well. Okay? So I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. How are you today? Thanks for joining me. So, as we remember, we asked in my download meditation, and we are asking for information from the ancestors, but not just any ancestors, our witchy ancestors. So, we're talking about herbs and crystals here. You chose earth and the devil's shoestring. Now, I've written down on the inside of this a little bit about what devil's shoestring can be used for. And I will read it to you. It says, it's good for protection. It's good for prosperity. It's good for if you're looking for a new job or you're looking for a raise or something like that. This is a good thing to put in your, say, put in your wallet or keep in your pocket or put on your desk at work, that sort of thing. It's beautiful for that. Now, I use it for something a little bit different. Sometimes I use it in binding rituals. So, but I've actually used, pulled apart a piece of devil's shoestring and used it like a string, really, and used it in binding as well. Is another great way to use it. So, for those of you who are new here, let me explain. You can see that the cards are already out. I do that for two reasons. One, I am legally blind, visually impaired, and I have a lot of friends that are as well. So what I will do is run through the cards and explain it to those who cannot see it. They can hear it and participate equally. And two, it gives me the opportunity to pull from my meditation download the information that best serves you. Okay, so when we're all done going through the cards, then we're going to pull some divination from the herb book that I have here underneath your teacup. And let's get started, shall we? So, your crystal card. Now, I'm going to try not to butcher this. Chrysolite. Chrysotile. Chrysotile. See, just as I said, I'm not going to butcher it, and then I did. And it's animals. I love that about this reading. And then your next card is courage, borage. Borage is the herb, and it says courage. The next card you got is from Soul's Journey deck, and it is denial. Very interesting. And then you got treasure. And this is from the Akashic Records. Treasure. Very interesting. And then lastly, from the Witch's Kitchen deck, you got sensitivity. And the herb there is witch hazel. So, when I started to meditate on this, the very first thing I heard and felt was that you are an incredibly sensitive soul. Very, very sensitive. You're sensitive to other people's emotions. You're sensitive to other people's hearts. You have an ability unique to you. Not very many people have this, who can connect with another person's soul very easily. Your soul feels their soul very easily. Not just people. You can connect the same way with the animals. So you are most definitely an empath. Most definitely an empath. You chose the earth for a reason. You chose green for a reason. You did that because you are solely connected. And when I say solely, not singularly, but your soul is utterly connected to the earth, to the animals, to other people's souls, to living things, vibrations. You are an incredibly sensitive soul. And I think that many, many times you have been told you're too sensitive. You've thought, I'm just too sensitive. I'm just being overly sensitive. You're not. It's the essence of your being. It's who you are. And what the ancestors are telling you here is to be more courageous. Be courageous and know that you were made just exactly as you were meant to be. That if you are this very sensitive soul, it is a magnificent gift. And you should use it. You should empower it. You should cling on to it. You should be proud of it. because this kind of sensitive soul, this kind of ability to connect in that way with animals, with nature, with people, with other human beings at their very soul level is a treasure. It's a one of a kind. And if you are this, if this is resonating for you, you know. So what they're asking you to do is be more courageous within yourself. Trust that you were built exactly as you were meant to be and that you have a purpose. You have a purpose. You were born this sensitive for a reason. You were born this sensitive to bring comfort to others. So be courageous in yourself. Now what I would suggest is you get yourself some borage. Maybe grow some in your garden. Dry it. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your purse. Keep it in your wallet. Put it in a locket. Wear it around your neck to bring you courage. Because very sensitive souls, empaths, sometimes we have a hard time with that. Yes. And we all could use a little bit of courage. I think that that's what this is telling you for sure. They're saying to you, you have this amazing gift. I think more specifically, you have a really amazing gift at connecting with animals and nature. So that's really, really cool too. But it would take a sensitive soul. You know how some people say, oh my goodness, any animal loves you. All animals come up. Why do animals follow you? What? Any animal will come up to you like that you're their best friend and they know you. It's because their soul is seeing yours and yours is seeing theirs. It's amazingly beautiful. So be courageous. Get that borage and be courageous. I'm going to move your cup out of the way here. And then we're going to do a little divination and see if there's a little bit more information that they'd like to give you about how to go about that. So this is from my Crystals and Herbs book. I just got it. Well, I've had it for about a month, so I haven't gone through the whole thing yet because that'll take me a while. But it's a lovely book. I'm really, really enjoying it. And it was in my our spiritual brew talk on Tuesday. So if you'd like to check that book out, I think I got it from Amazon. Yeah, I think I did. So let's do a little divination, shall we? Let's see if there's anything else these ladies would like to tell us. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to read to you what that says. There it is. Right here is where my finger fell between the two moons. Interesting. But let me see what it says here. Okay. The tidal forces is high again. The tidal forces is high again and decreasing moonlight. Okay, so the extra moon, okay, the extra moisture that grounds, okay, that grounds and grounds the full moon is a great time for planting above ground. Above ground bearing roots, above ground bearing fruit. Okay. Okay, so I think that this is telling you, yes, it is telling you exactly when you should be planting this. Between the full moon, between the tides. Okay. Between the tides. So when the tides are high at the full moon, that's the perfect time to plant this plant. Okay, borage, that's the perfect time because the full tides, much as they draw in the tides in and out from the ocean, right? What this is saying is it will draw the water to the roots of this plant, okay? And that will help it to grow better. That's so cool because they're not only saying you should get this plant, but here's how to plant it, and this is the best way to do it. That's very cool. You know, I'm going to hold this here for you. I'll let that focus so you can go ahead and read that for yourself if you want to screenshot that. Is that clear? There we go. That's very cool. I love that. That's very cool. So not only are they saying this is the plant for you, or also from some witch hazel. Plant some witch hazel as well. And that the best time to do these plants, to put these plants in the earth, is at the full moon when the tides are pulling on the water, when the moon is pulling on the water and it can pull that water right directly into the root system. That's very cool. Very, that's very witchy, very crone. This is how you do it. This is how you grow the herbs the right way. And you bring in the water from the moon. I love that. It's very cool. So my sensitive friends, my very sensitive, sweet friends, you are made exactly as you are meant to be made. Please do not be shy. Please do not be scared of it. Don't think of yourself as overly sensitive. You're not. You are made exactly as you are meant to be. Plant some borage, get yourself some courage going, and be yourself. Be who you are. I think you have a path to walk down. I think you have something that is meant for you. And once you start to walk down it with courage, it's going to fit right in, and you're going to be like, yeah, that's who I always was, and what was I doing hiding my treasure? I should have never done that. Now I can open up and be brave. That's what they want for you. That was lovely, and I love how they told you how to plant those as well to get the most benefit from the moon, to draw down from the goddess herself. I love that. This is brilliant. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really am enjoying these. We'll probably do another one similar to this again in the future. Thanks, everyone. I'll hopefully see you again next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. How are you today? So, you chose air in the yellow cup, and the herb that's in that cup is dandelion, which is perfect, right? Because dandelions, they blow in the wind, right? They're little flowers everywhere. I love dandelions. So, on the inside, I've written what dandelions represent. They represent dreams and clairvoyance. How perfect is it for this reading? When I saw the cards full out, I was like, they never cease to amaze me. Never, never, never. That's why I do this. I love it so much. So your crystal card you got was, let me hold it up for you there, blue kyanite. And this says, letting go. And then the herbal card you got says service, and it's garlic. Very interesting. And then from Soul's Journey, you got freedom. Let me read that to you. It says, I possess the power and the will to create my own happiness. I possess the power and the will to create my own happiness. I do apologize. I forgot to mention, to those of you who are new, I am legally blind, visually impaired. So if you see me pull a card back to read it, it's because I'm struggling to see it. But and I lay the cards out ahead of time. The reason that I do this is so that everyone can participate. I have a lot of friends that are visually impaired or blind as well, and if they cannot see it, I want them to be able to hear it. So I will run through all of the cards. This also gives me an opportunity to sit with the cards for a moment and pull the information that I got from my meditation download to the forefront, so I give you the best information. Okay? So, now that I've said that, moving on to your next card. This comes from the Akashic Records, and it says, the Queen of Forces. I love this card. Every time I see this card, I associate it with the Empress in Tarot. And then finally, you got, from the Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck, you got Mugwort. And it says, intuition. Intuition. So you have clairvoyance, you have intuition, you have the Empress, you have, this is amazing. I love this. I love it when it lies out like this and it just says, this is who this person is, this is who these people are, and this is what they need help with. I think that's beautiful. So, who are you? Well, my dears, you are definitely psychic intuitives. For sure, this is something that comes very, very naturally to you. But I think that you're holding on to the idea that maybe you can't accomplish what's something that you have in mind. Have you got something in mind you'd like to do with this talent? I think you do. I think that you want to share your talent. I think you want to share your gift with the whole world, but you want to do it in service of others. This is something you've always known you had. This is something that's always come easily for you. Okay? You probably have prophetic dreams. You're a clairvoyant. You're an intuitive. Absolutely, for sure. But you have often thought, how can I use this? How can I use this gift in service of others? You have the freedom to make that choice for yourself. You, standing in your own power, knowing you are the Empress, knowing you are the Queen, knowing you are the intuitive, knowing you have those abilities, okay? That it's always been there, and that you've never denied them, that is for sure. You've never said, maybe this isn't real, maybe that's not, is that right, is that correct? No, you've never done that. You've always been intuitive, that is for sure. But I think you'd have a little bit of question about how I should do that. So, here's my suggestion to you. I suggest that you get yourself some garlic, and you use it in everything. When you're cooking, use it with intention. Okay? My intention when I make this soup, when I make this meal, my intention is to grow my intuition and to bring forward to me the information I need so that I can find my path to service. Plant some, dry some, cook with some, use it in your practice, put it on your altar if that fits for you, use it on your spiritual path, whatever that looks like. But this is going to help guide you to the service that you're looking for, to the service in which you want to help others with. You have this gift, you know this gift, you understand this gift. Now, how do I use it? How do I best implement it so that I can help humanity? That's what I want to do. This is who you are. I can see it very clearly. You are an intuitive. You know what you can do. But maybe you're questioning a little bit about what your path should be. And they're telling you, your ancestors, your witchy ancestors are telling you, work with garlic. Work with it in your cooking. Work with it in your, keep some in your pocket. I know it's a little stinky, but you know. Garlic, ingest it. Because garlic can clean out your whole nervous system. It's fantastic. Okay, it's so healthy for you. Maybe that's what you need. You need to clear your path. Use garlic to do it. Okay, I'm going to move your cup out of the way, and then we're going to do a little divination from the herb book. The group 1 had a really cool one. I hope we'll see what yours comes out as well. We'll see what they have to say. Okay. I stop my finger right there. Like I said, I'm going to pull this back a little bit so I can read it in the light. And let's see what my finger fell on. Okay. Dream magic, psychic power, and divination. My goodness, look. Dream magic, psychic power, and divination. And of course, you chose the dandelions, which is dreams. Dreams and clairvoyance. I mean, you don't, how much more do you need to be told? Okay? This is them saying, this is who you are. Now, if you need to, ask for guidance in your dreams. You know, meditate, ask the ancestors, ask your ancestral witches, say, can you give me some more information? I will do as you say. I will plant myself some garlic. I will cook with garlic, and I will do it with intention. I will use garlic in my rituals with intention. But can you give me a little more information through my dreams? Send me, show me walking down the path. Show me in my dreams walking down the path I am meant to live. I think that that's the route for you to go. I think that that's beautiful. I love that. I love it when it all lines up. But you are definitely my group of very psychic intuitives. I love that for you guys. And when you do have those dreams and you do figure it out, please come back and tell me all about it. I would love to know. I would love to know how you're choosing to use your gift to help humanity. I think yours is a unique one. So use it and be proud of it. You are free to do with it as you will. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come back again. Blessings. Bye-bye, guys. Hello, Group 3. How are you today? Group 3, I almost couldn't say that. It's the end of the day. What are you going to do? So, if you are new here, let me explain. You can see that the cards are already laid out. I'm legally blind, visually impaired, and so I have a lot of friends that are as well. I do this for 2 reasons. 1, so that I can run through the cards and explain to everyone who cannot see it. They can hear it and participate. But 2, it gives me a minute to sit with the cards and pull from my meditation download the information best to suit you and your reading, okay? So you chose fire, okay? And this is orris root powder. So let me explain to you a little bit about what orris root powder is good for in rituals. It is good for bringing love. It is good for bringing compassion, for loving mate. Perfect, right? And divination. I love that. So that fits pretty perfectly, yes? Now, this is interesting because on our spiritual talk on Tuesday, this card came out. And I thought, well, that's very interesting. Here he is again. And I kind of had a feeling it might. Come up. Because anybody who knows me knows I don't do love readings. I think I've only ever done one that was dedicated just to love readings. That was on Valentine's Day, and I only do that because that's when the energy is the highest. But every now and then the love pokes its head out, right, into one of my readings. And so when I saw it on Tuesday, I thought for sure it's coming back out on Thursday, and it did. Okay, and this one says sexuality. It's now I'm going to butcher the name of this stone, but crocoite. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That is, I actually work with stones quite a bit. I make jewelry as well. I have never seen that one before, but I am definitely going to go look for it. And your herb card that you got was invigorate, okay? And the herb itself is juniper berries. Now, I wish I had some juniper berries, but I'm out of them right now, but they are fantastic for relationship work, however you choose to use it, okay? They are excellent for that. They are not ingestibles, so please do not make those into a tea, okay? But they are excellent for rituals, okay? And then you have loneliness. Now, this is from your Soul's Journeys deck, but let me read it to you, okay, before you take that loneliness part to heart, okay? It says, I am never alone. I know that I am never alone. I know that I am never alone. And what that means, of course, is love yourself first, my dears. Love yourself first. And I will explain. I'll get into this real quick here. From the Kitchen Witch deck, you got mint. And that is clarity. You got mint, clarity. And finally, you got from the Akashic Records, and I will admit I had to look this one up because I was getting a message, but I wanted to confirm it with the book, what the book was saying, and they lined up. So I should have just gone with my instincts. Sometimes I question myself even. And this one says, in Crescent Moon. Okay. So this is a unique reading unto itself, and I'll tell you why. This is not so much about you as it is about the person who is heading for you, as it is about the person who is manifesting you, okay? This is about someone else who is manifesting you, him, her, they, them, whoever this is, okay, is working very hard and very diligently to manifest you. They know exactly what they want, and you fit the bill. Okay, so what they're even doing is, you see the man here in the image, he's working very hard at woodworking. It's almost as if he's sculpting you in his mind. Like I said, him, her, whoever, okay? That's just what's on the card. But they are sculpting you. They are envisioning you. This is exactly what I want. This is what I want them to be like. This is their personality. This is how I want us to fit together. It's all coming together. This other person is manifesting you. No need to look, okay? But their advice to you, okay, in this situation, if you are looking for love, which I'm guessing that you are, because you would have to be very much drawn to this particular group for that, okay? What they are suggesting to you is that you need to love yourself first. In other words, your light needs to match their light. They are manifesting you, therefore you must manifest them. But the only way you can bring them to you is if you brighten up your light. Okay? You're never alone if you love yourself. What the ancestors are telling you is you must love yourself first. You must brighten up your light first, or this person will never be able to see you in the dark. They will never be able to find you, and the universe will never ever be able to bring you together. Your lights must match. Okay? So until you can say, I love myself first. I love who I am and how I am. And I know that the right person is out there and they will find me when divine timing says so. Okay? This is very important. This is very important. This is what they're saying to you. This person is out there manifesting you right now, but they will never be able to find you if you do not brighten up your light. You must brighten up your light so that he can find you, she can find you, they can find you in the dark. And when the universe sees you working on yourself and saying, I love myself, and brightening your light, then they will send that person to you and you will finally meet up. I think it's beautiful. So what do I suggest to you about, go ahead and see if you can get yourself one of those crystals. Do keep it with you. Put it on a string, wear it around your neck if you need to. As for juniper berries, put them in a locket, put them in a satchel, put it under your, along with some mint, put it under your pillow, okay, along with some mint in a satchel, okay, and put it under your pillow and sleep on it. Have it come to you in prophetic dreams, okay, have this person come to you in prophetic ways, in a prophetic dream, okay. That is what is going to help the two of you connect when you are on the same light level, okay. This is very important. You need to do this. You need to love yourself first, just as you are, living your life, going about your life, doing your life, and all the things that make you happy, okay, that raises your vibration, that raises your light, and then he can come, he, she, they can come and find you, okay. Very important. That's their message to you, okay. All right, quickly, let's do a divination here. Now, this is from a Crystals and Herbs book, and the other two were very interesting. If you want to just go back and look at those, it was very cool. But let's see if there's any little bit more information here. You know what? It's telling me to go to the front of the book. Why is that, I wonder? Okay, let's see what it says right here. Ooh, I just got it very strongly to go to the front of the book. Connecting with nature. Connecting with the natural world. Okay, that's very interesting. Chapter 3, 33, 333. Okay, that's why. Do you see that? Chapter 3, page 33, connecting with the natural world. That is a symbol to you, 333. They are telling you to watch for those numbers. Watch for the numbers 333. Those are your angel numbers. That's interesting. When I got drawn, I was told go to the front of the book very clearly. So that's really interesting. Okay, if you are seeing the repeating numbers of 333, make note of what you are seeing and hearing and feeling right at that moment. If you have to, write it down, journal it, okay? Very important. Write it down. Keep an eye out for it. Those are your angel numbers. Those are the ancestors talking to you and telling you, oh, pay attention to this. Make note of this. This is going to help you bring up your vibrations, bring up your light, and match you to this person so they can find you in the dark. And when the universe sees you doing it, they're going to bring you together. I think it's beautiful. I love that one. I love that. Watch for the threes. 333. And love yourself first. That person will find you. They're manifesting you right now. Okay. That was lovely. I love that one. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Group 4. Welcome to your reading. How are you today? So you chose water, and that's chamomile. And let me tell you a little bit about how chamomile can be used. I like to use it for meditation. It is also something that is excellent for prosperity, and it, of course, is a sedative. It's excellent. If you're having a difficult time sleeping, it's been used for millennia to help you induce sleep. So, for those of you who are new here, let me explain. You can see the cards are already laid out. I do this for two reasons. First, I am legally blind, visually impaired, and I have friends that are as well. So this helps them, I will run through all of the cards, to hear it as well as and as easily as those who can see it. Okay, so everyone can participate equally. Also, this gives me an opportunity to sit with the cards and meditate on them so that I can pull forward from my meditation download just the perfect information that is meant for you. Okay, so let's start at the top. And you got pink tourmaline. Such a beautiful stone. So beautiful. And this one says forgiveness. Pink tourmaline, forgiveness. And then you got, for your herb, from the herb oracle deck, you got indigo. And this says enhance. Enhance forgiveness. Okay? And then from Soul's Journey, you got pride. Now let me read that to you, okay? It says, I love myself and I see myself as everyone. I love myself and I see myself as everyone. Then you, from the Akashic Records, received up in the air. Okay. And then finally, from the Kitchen Witch, you got another herb. Now, this one I have never heard of before. Arnica, I think is how it's said. It's pronounced arnica. And it is recovery. Recovery is what it symbolizes. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right in and tell you exactly what I heard. I heard the word scalded. Now, what that meant to me was that you have had a very deep, scarring, traumatic experience. Okay? Whether this be, I get a lot about this being some sort of romantic loss, okay? But it doesn't have to be. This can be family loss, this can be a friend, but it was very deep, a very deep wound for you. And it is something that you are still trying to recover from, okay? But what they're asking you here for, let me move your cup out of the way. What they're asking you to do here, okay, is to enhance your ability to forgive. Forgive them and you, okay? I think that there is some guilt here that you're feeling that is undeserved, okay? That you know yourself, see yourself, feel yourself in others, okay? But they're asking you to, in order to enhance, remember what we asked is we are asking the ancestors, what can you use? Because of course they're the experts, right? Our witchy ancestors on herbs and all things in nature that will help us in recovering from whatever it is we're suffering from, or for walking down our path that we are meant to go on, or for healing, however that is for you. But what they are saying here is that you need to enhance your ability to forgive, and how you're going to do that is by using indigo. So what I heard very clearly, okay, is that you are still very much up in the air about whether or not this could be repaired, okay? And I heard there's a quote from the Dalai Lama, actually I think it came from Buddha, that says there are 2 days in your life that you cannot control, yesterday and tomorrow. So you need to deal with this pain day by day. Stop looking back or looking forward. That's not going to help you recover from this, okay? So I had a vision of you planting indigo from seed form, okay, from the very beginning. And what you will do every day, even if you have to get a little pot and you stick it in your window in some soil, and you take 1 seed of indigo and you put it in that pot, and you come back every day and you water it, and you nurture it, and you watch it grow, and you watch it grow, and when you watch it grow, and by the time it becomes a flourishing, flowering plant, you will wake up one day and say, I forgive them, and I can move on. I'm not suggesting to you that this is going to be an easy overnight thing. That's clear. But the image that I got was so clear, okay, when I meditated on this, about what you should do with this plant. And that is grow it from a seed, nurture it like you're nurturing your forgiveness, like you're nurturing yourself, like you're nurturing your recovery, your healing. And then when it's all grown and you've got this beautiful plant, then you will feel the forgiveness. Then you will feel the forgiveness for them and for you. And you can move on completely. Okay? I feel that so strongly. Please do this. This is their suggestion to you for whatever this was, whatever this hurt was in the past. You can't control the past and you can't control the future. You can only do it. So it is important for your growth. It is important for your healing. It is important for your recovery that you forgive not just this other person, but yourself as well. So, having said all of that, let's do a little divination, as we said we were going to do in our intro. And this is my crystal and herb book. And let's see if our friends, our ancestors, our witchy ancestors have anything else they'd like to share with you. Tell me where to put this. Right there. Okay. I landed right there, so I'm going to take this back to the light and read it to you. What does this say? It says, okay. This talks about meditation. This white wood. Okay, this white wood. This is another, oh, okay. It says to burn sandalwood in meditation. It makes ore, strings of power. Okay, as strings of power beads. Okay. For prayer, that sort of thing, and for meditation. For meditation, it is associated with the moon and its calming spiritual energies. The moon and its calming spiritual energies. It's talking about perhaps getting yourself some sandalwood, okay? And maybe making yourself a satchel of sandalwood and using that during meditation, or burning sandalwood during meditation. That will help you to ground yourself, okay? And help you to heal, help you in your recovery. So maybe sandalwood and, yes, maybe sandalwood and arnica for recovery. Herbs in a satchel under your pillow, or burning sandalwood during meditation that you need to ground and center yourself. That will help you with your getting to the point where you can recover from what this was, what this scalding was. This is definitely something that was shifted your life, and they want you to heal from that. But I really, really believe that it is important for you to grow some indigo and keep it, even if it's just a little tiny pot of it, and keep it in your windowsill and nurture it. In that way, you are also nurturing yourself into forgiveness and growth and recovery. I think that's a beautiful message for you. And it's definitely what they want for you. Meditation should help you as well. Well, that was a very interesting one. Lots of information from those wise witches that came before us. I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It was an honor to meet you. Bless you, many blessings. And let me know how your plant grows. Okay, let me know how. Send me a picture. Message me. Let me know. I really want to know how it goes for you guys. I think that forgiving yourself and forgiving the other person is going to take you down a path of a whole new life. I think this is a beautiful message. Thank you so much again, you guys. Bye-bye.